What up, man? This is just a quick reflection video to kind of cap off the night before I go to bed. I just want to go over a few quick things about life. If you don't know, I've probably said this a bunch of times, but I'm a semi-professional track athlete. Doing my master's right now at ASU. I work at a coffee shop. Started a media company. Funding is building up with that, and a model uh, for signatures, model and talent. Just saying, throw that in there. Anyway, as of late, I've been a little sick, and I caught a sinus infection. Went to the doctor or whatever, but before that, I've been going through some stuff, you know, friends, teammates, personal stuff in general. I haven't been I guess releasing those emotions within the with the stresses that come with those things. And so I've been kind of quiet, not really knowing how to articulate feelings and stuff. It sounds a little soft. It's like I'm saying this and I want to punch a. I want to punch a. I ain't gonna say that, but I've been feeling myself a little bit. I've been kind of soft with things, for lack of a better phrase. And, it's tough to navigate when you're of age. I'm 28 years old right now. I had my birthday last month on the 3rd, but it's tough when you don't have anybody to shoulder tap and say, "Yo, how do you do this?" You know what I'm saying? How do you navigate within this professional track environment, or how do you navigate when it comes to writing a paper on ethics, or writing an analysis paper on some film, critically analyzing it, right? How do you put yourself in a positive headspace when you're at a shoot, right? Or you got to write a narrative voiceover for a commercial, and it's just these different mindsets you got to be in. You gotta warm up your brain. You gotta warm up your mentality to each of those contexts. And that can be difficult to navigate through. When you don't have anybody to prime you for it. I guess I read this article, online in ASU's library. It's a journal about Maslow's hierarchy of needs and the applications of that, and it was talking about the differences, priorities, what is important to a child, inner city kid, when it comes to school versus a kid that grew up or is growing up in a more well-off background or affluent background. And the kid that's from the inner city, typically won't find it as important to chase things that are wants that are going to make the kid better later on. Those graduated successes, those wants to affirm self, right? And it's because of physiological needs. And on the other end, the kid from the affluent background is going to want to chase those wants. Those are going to be necessities to that child, because everything else, the physiological needs are met. They're not worried about lights. They're not worried about food. They're not worried about clothing and the likes, safety, and if somebody loves them, right? I guess that comes into play with what I'm doing, right? I'm chasing all these things and their wants. The modeling, the track, the school. Those are wants. Get my master's, and they're intersecting with daily life. Having friends, paying for working a job to pay rent, and those physiological needs. I don't have a girlfriend. I would love to have a girlfriend. But I think that all these different things they have me slightly mentally dissected or divided, not just dissected, divided into different mental spaces and stuff. I've gone on dates and it's been tough. Run into some really nice girls, ran into some really whack girls, and there's going to be a compromise or sacrifice that comes into play when I do settle with somebody. Yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that, but I guess this is why I've kind of been going crazy. I got a lot of positive things, but there's definitely some lows in this realm of living as well. I think I just needed to like vent this. Maybe y'all can give me some advice. Leave a comment in the this under the description below the video, whatever. But yeah, that's kind of been the thing. I've been like, I wrote a post on my blog about emotional intelligence, but I think I've mostly been withdrawn and reserved, for lack of a better phrase, with regards to my emotions. I don't know how to express them. I'm inept, socially inept on that aspect. But yeah, just thought I'd mention it and keep this video short. But until then, maybe the next post will be a little bit more lively. Show something about track, or maybe a meet. All right. I'm a little congested too, just so you know. My voice is not normally like this, but yeah. Just thought I'd vent. Follow my page, man. This is gonna be real life stuff. As far as the media thing, I have a small fundraising thing. I gotta consolidate some stuff, but my I'm gonna have T-shirts for sale. They got printed. I gotta go pick them up. It'll be dope. I'm trying to buy a film camera. It's a Red Raven, and with that, I can do a lot of freelance stuff. Not really have to work a job, which would be cool at the conclusion of my master's program. So that way I can use that to build a body of work in film and commercials and music videos, and use that as an application, a part of an application to potentially go to another graduate program, maybe chase PhD. But anyway, yeah, that's it. It's all in the mind of Dave. Follow my page and subscribe, baby. Deuce.